Okay, I am sitting here reading the paper, the Tulsa World to be precise, about the American Heartland theme park that is coming here to northeastern Oklahoma. And it's saying, so how big will it be? It says, with the jaw-dropping announcement of a $2 billion Disneyland-like theme park and resort planned for a small town in northeastern Oklahoma, many questions remain. It's going to be on 125 acres just outside of Vinita, but they bought over 1,000 acres. And it's going to include the largest RV park in the central United States, with hundreds of cabins, a hotel, and an indoor water park. Now, the indoor water park brings a whole new spin to it because that would allow, we do get snowy weather here in Oklahoma, not a whole lot during the winter months, but it will happen, and it does get pretty cold. So this indoor water park will be an attraction that will be able to go all year round, I believe. It's scheduled, the 750 spot RV park and cabins are scheduled for the spring of 2025. The theme park and resort, 2026. Now, as I was reading in this paper, Bicknell, the backer, the financial backer and the CEO of the company that's putting this park in, he said it normally takes 7 to 8 years to build a theme park, but they're going to push this one forward and hope to have it ready by 2026. So some of the questions as I was reading in this paper, it says who's financially backing this project, and right now they said there's one financial backer, and it's that Gene Bicknell. He's the American Heartland founder and chief creative officer. He owns a theater in Branson, Missouri. He founded the NPC International, which became the world's largest Pizza Hut franchise. And Wendy's was somehow tied up in that as well. He's the former mayor of Pittsburgh, Kansas, an author, an actor, a broadcaster, a pilot, a veteran, and a professor. And he said the reason that he is bringing this part to Oklahoma, the reason he's bringing the park, not this part, the park to Oklahoma is because he was raised in a small town called Pitcher, which that town, if you know anything about Pitcher, it's a town that was doing a lot of lead mining back in the day, and now the whole town is gone. They made everyone move. There for a while there were just a bunch of empty houses. It's a ghost town, really. I think they finally knocked the town buildings down, but if you drive through, there's still a lot of empty structures. But he says it's coming from his heart. He's 90 years old, and he wanted this theme park. So it's his mission to bring peace, hope, joy, and economic growth to this area. The news conference, they said, drew about 900 people in, so that's pretty good for the small town of Vinita, Oklahoma. So there's a lot of involvement and excitement. Now, as with any change that comes to a small town, a change this big, you know that it's going to cause some concern. Are we going to grow too fast? Will the infrastructure hold up? Do I really want this many tourists in my town? You saw what Disneyland did to Anaheim. You saw what Disney World has done to Orlando. You know, you get a big theme park, you're going to get other touristy attractions that want to come in as well to surround the theme park. So there's some concerns, but for the most part what I've read is that people are really excited and really wanting to back this theme park. Now, in a previous video, I took you out to the land that I suppose, through my investigation, was going to be where they were going to build it. And I was kind of a little secretive about it because I didn't know if they really announced the spot, and I didn't want to be the one to say, hey, here it is. But from the picture that I see right here, and being out on that land, and if you watched my previous video, yeah, we're in the right spot. I don't know if you remember seeing in my video. If you haven't watched it, you might want to go back. The little knoll, high knoll out in the middle of this pasture, that's where it's really supposed to be. So there's a lot of excitement. They're asking, is this project really for real? You know, you have the naysayers who say, no, it's not going to happen. There's no way that Vinita can pull in that many people to come to a park in northeastern Oklahoma. With any dream, there's always dream killers. So you just kind of take that with a grain of salt. They say, yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen on Route 66, which is a tourist attraction in and of itself. People from all over the country, all over the world, will travel Route 66 to see the different attractions. This will just be a great stopping off place to have a day of fun and amusement. So, yes, they say it's going to happen. They're going to hit the ground running. They're starting on the RV park soon. Like I said, it's supposed to be open, what was it, in spring of 2025. And then the theme park in 2026, just in time for the Route 66 Centennial. So they said that's a coincidence that they didn't plan that. But if you go on the different websites, and I think even the American Heartland website, you'll be able to see and hear more about the park. And there's even news conference. The news conference was really interesting. So we're excited about this theme park coming to northeastern Oklahoma. Now, I know some of you have subscribed from my previous video because I told you that I am going to stay on top of this. I'm going to go back and check the land periodically because I do live like within 30 minutes of this. So stay subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, and I will keep you informed on what I hear with living in this community. Remember, you have but this one life to live, so go out and capture it.